they had a weigh-in for the big title match coming up between Brian Cage and Darby Allin. What is on Brian Cage's shirt? It's not his name. It's not his. Is it a brand of something? It looked like it's GMSO or something.
I will see if I can go back and find it while we're talking about it. I didn't notice.
But he wears it's on his trunks. It's on his shirt. It was on his T-shirt here. It's been on his trunks. And it pertains not to his name or to Team Taz. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Is it a sports clothing brand he's invested in? Anyway, they weigh in and it's 272 to 170. And then Taz points out that Darby Allin is wearing chains and shit and a big heavy belt buckle, which was true. And that's the thing. He's got to go 150 fucking 6, right? And finally, we've been talking about, we want to hear Darby Allin speak up for himself, and we want to hear him speak. We want to hear him fire up and get to somebody's face, right? Taz mocks him for being a little shit, and he's wearing all the heavy stuff, and he didn't even weigh 170. And Darby Allin speaks, and he sounded like he was doing an NPR voiceover that he was reading for the first time with that much emotion and oomph in his voice. And he actually said, he tried to say this feud has been 9 months in the making. And he said, Taz, this food has been 9 months in the making. Go back and listen. He's trying to recite lines. He's trying to be an actor. He's trying to channel his inner angst to become an Al Pacino type method actor and fucking deliver this instead of just jumping back in his fucking guy's face. All of them rehearse and come up with verbiage that they memorize and then speak instead of just goddamn having a fucking argument with a motherfucker. And so Team Taz, all 6 of them, is about to kick the shit out of Darby Allin. And, of course, they have to do the obligatory reference where Darby exposes the business. And because he's told to say this, well, now's the part where you guys jump me because everybody knows it's all fake and it's an angle. That's basically what he's saying. Now's the part where, y'all jump me. So he starts taking his shit off like he's getting ready for the fight, which is so stupid and amateurish, and only people who haven't been in the business at any high level for any amount of time would ever phrase anything like that. And then the blackout happens, and here comes the snow. And as Buddy Landell used to say, if it don't snow, we can't go. But in this case, it did snow. Because here comes the baddest 61-year-old fucking bad-necked man on the planet, and 6 men weighing a total of 1,500 pounds minimum leave the ring in fear from the senior citizen with the bad neck and 170-pound with rocks in his pocket skateboarder who made no threatening moves toward them whatsoever. And then Darby Allin and Sting stared at each other some more. Is this the 3rd or the 4th week that's all that happens? 6 heels are in the ring. 1 senior citizen comes out. The 6 heels run. The senior citizen barely moves past a fucking crawl and stares at everybody. When are they going to change this up a bit?
Man, every time I see Team Taz out there, Taz on the mic and Ricky Starks and Cage, I'm like, man, this is such a good faction. Taz is great on the mic. Cage looks like a star. We won't even go into his work. Ricky Starks just exudes heel charisma. Exudes heel charisma. The jury's out on Powerhouse Hobbs, but he's got potential. We don't know what's going on with Hook or Captain Hook or whatever his name is. And then every time they run away from a guy who walks as slow as he can in a snowstorm to the ring. I get they're paying Sting a lot of money. They have to get something out of him. He's been on TV every single week since he's debuted, and he has done nothing. Other than the goofy segment where he wanted to hug Tony Schiavone, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. He just causes people to run away. I hope I can do that when I'm 60 years old. But I think it's a waste of Team Taz. And out of all the people there in AEW, I think Taz and Starks and Cage are really good together. And I think Taz has been one of the highlights on the microphone in the whole business. And they always start off really good, and then they always run away like cowards. And I get it, heels are supposed to be cowards, but not like this.
No, not when
like
it's
this.
6 against 1 or 6 against 2. And somebody's going to say, well, Sting had a baseball bat. Yeah, well, Brian Cage, 275 fucking pounds. So is Powerhouse Hobbs. Taz was the human suplex machine. Fucking Starks is a grown adult pro wrestler. Anyway.
Yeah, Hobbs and Cage get Sting, and the other 3 go after Darby. There you go. That's how you do it. But no, instead they run away. They ran away before he came out. As soon as the lights went out and they came back on and, it's the blue tint in the snow, they're all leaving the ring. You see them leaving the ring.
And the announcers keep saying, well, so-and-so, Darby saved Sting, and now Sting saved Darby. Nobody's saving anybody because nobody's in fucking trouble.
How did they not know Sting's there? Why don't you just look up and see, is there fake snow in the rafters being ready to be dropped today? Does Sting just walk out and say, cut the lights? It's Sting
I would
time.
think you need to watch the Weather Channel to determine whether or not Sting, is there a 40% chance of Sting tonight overnight?
I thought it only snowed in a hotel in Jacksonville. I didn't realize it did.
All right, moving on.